now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to...
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Aaron Jones, the
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it to the 32. Good. Enough for a first down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Lewis.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carry.
In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
At the 14-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
They'll take
offensively a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. Jones has it, and he's got room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete.
A gain of 32 that time.
It's a gain of
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Stafford looks to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
On the tackle. 1st and goal, Detroit.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson.
Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
35-yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
And what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10, Stafford again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down.
A gain of 12.
On first down, Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To carry on Johnson.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing deep for Galladay. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown.
Complete to
Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
The 31-yard line.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
By the Lions.
That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Complete to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
Hockenson. Touchdown.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to them.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. Tim Williams makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Stafford to his second-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
The tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need him to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at the 50, 30, 10, that's all you got. 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
26, Packers 7. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Packer.
Jones. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The handoff to Aaron.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Now it's Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37th. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Jones. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Now there's a target that just about any quarterback would like to throw to. Devin Funchess, one of the big body receivers in the league who can go up and get it. former Carolina Panther, played one game with the Indianapolis Colts in 2019 before breaking his collarbone. Excellent hands, monster target, kind of forgiving target for a quarterback. The Packers really need him to develop and give them another option on the perimeter.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made by Kevin King.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. They'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to turn things around next week as they